Hey everyone, let's talk about your workout today. We're gonna start with a thorough warm-up. Make sure that you go through the whole thing to the best of your ability. It might take a little bit of extra time. The first couple of weeks, you're still learning our vocabulary and maybe some new movements. There's video demos available to you to visually and verbally explain how to perform each movement well. So make sure that you watch those. But this is really your opportunity to check in with your body, see how things are feeling today. If anything's tight or glitchy, then take some extra time to take care of that. Make sure your body is really prepared and ready to go for your workout. Okay, your strength work today. 4 sets of 12 weighted hip thrusts. We're looking for you to maintain a static load across all 4 sets. So work up to something that feels like a moderately heavy load and stay there for a smooth set of 12. That means you shouldn't be struggling or breaking down movement quality towards the end of those sets. We're gonna superset that with 4 sets of 5 per side hip fire hydrants. This is a controlled range of motion drill. So if your hips are tight, you're gonna feel this. If it feels glitchy or you feel yourself compensating by shifting your hips or arching and bending your back, then slow it down and try and smooth it out. Again, there are movement demo videos available to go into these movements in detail to make sure that you're performing them properly. Then your conditioning piece for the day is going to be an EMOM for 12 minutes or every minute on the minute for 12 minutes. You're going to alternate between a 40-second max calorie assault bike, 10 to 15 burpees, 20 to 25 air squats. So minute 1, 40-second max calorie assault bike, you get the next 20 seconds to rest. At the top of the next minute, 10 to 15 burpees. Whatever remains of the minute, you get to rest. Minute 3, 20 to 25 air squats. Again, rest the remainder of the minute and then start back at the top. So we're working for 12 minutes. That means 4 rounds of each movement. This should be a workout that taxes your aerobic capacity. So we're looking for you to have somewhere between 10 to 20 seconds rest per movement. Choose a number of reps within those ranges that is challenging but sustainable throughout the 12 minutes. You don't want to be starting at 15 burpees and then dropping slowly down to 10 and maybe even below by the end of this workout. All right, so find something that you can sustain even while you're tired. Now, that said, movement quality is king. We're looking for full range of motion and full movement standards on these burpees. That means I want your chest and thighs all the way on the ground at the bottom of that burpee, and I want you to fully open your hips, reach your hands and touch overhead at the top. On the air squats, I want to see your hips below the crease of your knees at the bottom, and I want your hips and knees fully extended at the top. When you're moving fast and you're getting tired, it gets tempting to shorten that range of motion in exchange for speed. However, this is going to be a common theme that we talk about. Remember that those broad focus points for cycle 1 is to establish good movement quality. And we're going to really emphasize range of motion a lot over this course. This is kind of a use it or lose it principle here. If you start shortening your range of motion, then over time, that's repeated, weeks, months, years, decades, you will start to lose control over those end ranges that you don't move through consistently. And that will create a cascade of compensatory patterns over the years, not just in your workouts, but in your life and in your job. Worst case, that leads to injury. Best case, you're just gonna have to work really hard to correct bad habits later on down the road. So make sure that you're starting with a good foundation. Remember what we talked about in our intro video. Perform every one of these workouts with virtuosity and mastery. And stay healthy. When you're finished with your conditioning piece, Make sure you cool down, super important part to recovery, making sure that we not only recover physically by stretching things out, but we're also working on bringing our nervous system down. So focus on your breathing while you're doing your cool down stretches, and that will help you better recover so that you're more prepared to perform again tomorrow. Have fun and good luck.